10th Annual Memorial Motorcycle Run is just weeks away. Dave Morris here in the Oklahoman's video studio, joined by my friends here to tell us all about the event coming up on Saturday, April 22nd, and how you can participate or watch, join, however you want to. From the Oklahoma City National Memorial Museum, we have Zac Fowler. Good to see you again, sir.
Yeah, thank you.
David Dunn from a very cool space over on 10th Street, Margarita Island, correct?
Yes, sir.
And Mr. Willie Butler, a member of the Heartland Heat chapter of the Wind and Fire Motorcycle Club. Good to see you again, sir.
Thank you.
Remember chatting with you guys last year. We locked ourselves in the studio. You guys didn't lock us in the studio. Could have been my fault by closing the door or whatever. So it's just kind of funny to think, hey, a year ago we were talking about this event being number 9. Now it's number 10, and it's bigger than ever, right?
We hope it's going to be bigger than last year, and last year was just huge. We were expecting. I say we're expecting. We never know what to expect because we definitely want more than what we had last year, and I think we'll have that easy.
Well, David, give us an overview of what this is. We're talking about the Memorial Motorcycle Run, but to someone who hasn't heard of this, how would you explain it to them?
Well, if they're coming for their first one, they're coming in for quite an event. We originally started off with about between 100 and 200 riders. Last year, we had 1,961 registered. If we could have got, we came in 10 short of setting the world record.
You were going for the record last year, that's
yes,
right.
and we had way more than we needed registered, but we didn't get that many to finish them. They have to finish them, go to all the stops, bring it in. We were exactly 10 short of tying it last year. And we had almost 500 more than that registered.
Well, how's it looking this year so far? And are you going for a record again?
Well, we believe that with good weather, that the records in the books. Part of the things that happened is as this event has grown, we run into new challenges, and we need more people to volunteer to stamp tickets and things like that.
Sure.
Make the line shorter, people get through quicker.
Got you. We're looking at footage from a past event, and I remember coming downtown last year, which was the 9th anniversary of this, and there's fire trucks, so there are lights flashing and bikes everywhere and people along the curbs. It's a significant footprint, which I guess goes to your point of having people to help out with the things like stamping and taking tickets and stuff like that. Look at this. There's a lot of bikes. This must stretch for quite a while.
Yes.
Two abreast for over 2 miles.
I believe last year was the first bike that came to the memorial to the last bike to come through was 45 minutes as they started to pull into the memorial. So yeah.
That was the time frame you were looking at?
Exactly.
Well, Zac, how does this benefit the memorial?
Well, being a 501c3 nonprofit that receives no funding from the government, we rely on excellent fundraisers like this one. This brought in about $47,000, a little over last year, so it's something that we absolutely kind of depend on and put in our budget, like we're going to do this again, and that we need these funds to operate such a space that is super significant to the city.
Plus you get to work with
yeah,
cool gentlemen like these two.
Absolutely. I think they up my street cred on my toughness, so I appreciate that.
Willie, how'd this get started?
Well, again, we started, Dave called us a little over 10 years ago and asked the firefighters, Metro firefighters here in Oklahoma City, Wind and Fire, if we would be interested in assisting with this. And naturally, we jumped on it because we don't just do anything. I mean, this was close to our heart because of what it was. Most of us worked down at the memorial. It was going to be personal to us. So that's why we've tried to kind of put a little extra in it. And you'll see a lot of firefighters that aren't in motorcycle clubs, but they ride, and they come from all over the United States. They love to go to functions like this. So
it is coming up on Saturday, April 22nd, and David, walk us through the day.
Well, we'll start off on 2 locations. It's Papa's Leather on 23rd. In Harley-Davidson World, it's down off Reno and Rockwell. Mm-hmm. And the first bikes will pull out of Harley-Davidson World, and then we'll meet that group down there at Reno and Rockwell, and there will be one long line that goes to the memorial. Like he said last year, it took 45 minutes for that line to come through from the first to the last bike, and he should know he was out there filming and having a great time. But I was one of the first ones in. I parked. I got up and got to the end of the building and started watching them myself. And I mean, it's just an amazing sight, and it's for such a great cause because they do need our money. They're not getting tax dollars. They rely on individual contributions, and anybody that joins in on this will be contributing to the Oklahoma City National Memorial.
All right, who can join and how can they contribute?
Anybody can join in. We've got people coming in. We've got some of the Red Dirt Jeeps groups are meeting up there, and they're going to come in and follow the bikes in. I'll be bringing a bus with a few people on the bus, as many as we can load in. All of them are going to register. The name of the game here is registering and making money for the memorial. If we can break a world record in the meantime, that's just a frosting on the cake.
Something you can hang your hat on as well.
Right.
But the main thing is getting participation and
Right.
raising awareness. I'm assuming you guys have the awareness kind of nailed down because you have people coming from various states, right?
Yes, sir. Yeah, I noticed on our site there that we had, I think 8 or 10 folks coming from the state of Minnesota that have rang in saying, "Hey, we'll be there, rain or shine." And I mean, we've got people coming from all over. I know last year we had one from Seattle. We had one of the survivors came in from Houston, I believe it was. They're just, the people are coming from all over, and you're right, we are getting the recognition now that it brings in people from not just from Oklahoma City.
Well, Zach, you guys are also raffling off a bike, I understand.
Yeah, so we're raffling off a 2017 Harley Davidson Dyna Street Bob. I believe I'm saying that correctly.
You got it.
I got to look towards.
Very nice.
Yeah, there it is.
Mary Ann providing us with the visuals there. Very nice. Thank you.
Yeah, so people can buy this on the same website. They can register online, which is memorialmuseum.com/ride. And
Boom, there it is.
Yeah.
We're all over this.
it's $20, or I'm sorry, yeah, $20 for one ticket. Or you can buy 3 tickets for $50, and all that comes back to us.
Let's also go over that lineup there. 9 a.m., as you guys mentioned, was kind of the registration. First bikes out leave around noon, but what happens at 1 o'clock, this wreath laying ceremony? That's kind of a solemn, well done event.
Right. That's what that was started at the very first one, and we bring a wreath out and we present it to the people from the Oklahoma City National Memorial, and we'll have speakers come out and speak during the event too. Was it last year or year before? Governor Fallon came out
Governor
and spoke
Fallon
to
was
it.
it 2 years ago.
2015, yeah.
Yes, and then there's one of the guys that's a local pastor comes in, does a prayer for it, and then we move on to the other sites around the city to get the cards drawn and everything.
Last bikes are in at your place back in Margarita Island around 6 o'clock.
Right.
So it's an all-day event, and then I believe it mentions some winners are announced, patches are distributed, and a concert later that night.
Well, that's what we're working on. We're still working on trying to get a noise permit for the music.
Gotcha.
If anybody here has connections with the mayor, they can ring him up for us.
All right, fair enough. Very good. Again, it is Saturday, April 22nd. The marathon itself is April 30th, Sunday, the following weekend, if you will.
Yeah.
How are things looking for that, Zach?
Very, very up to par.
Are you in shape is what I'm getting at. Are you ready to run?
Well, I don't particularly get to participate in the event, to my dismay, but
You're on the sidelines working away.
I'm on the sidelines
Understood.
working away, as you are.
Yeah, I'm trying
and
to,
yeah, we're looking forward to both these events very much.
The marathon can be found, information at okcmarathon.com, and you mentioned the website for the Memorial Motorcycle Run. I believe you guys also have a Facebook page as well that people can find more
There's
information.
a Facebook event, I believe.
Facebook
it's just
event?
under 10th Annual Memorial Motorcycle Run.
All right, very good. One other thing, you had mentioned that you have a gift card available.
Yes, sir. There will be a gift card given out, and this was It's for $500 for Harley Davidson World, and that will be given out just to people who register online. That's the
Little incentive.
a little incentive to get people out early. And
Just one gift card.
Just one gift card, yeah.
But-
but this can be some good Harley
Gotta
Davidson
register.
World swag, right?
That's right.
I'll tell you what, you can get a great jacket for that.
For $500, you're exactly right. All right, gentlemen, best of luck with this. Great to see you again.
Thank you
Thank you
so
very
much.
much.
Thank you.